Hey everybody, it's me, Miss C, and I'm coming to you today just to talk to you about, this is gonna sound crazy, but it's true, okay? I know a lot of my videos are just made up and just for fun, but this is really true. Cross my heart, hope to die, stick a needle in my eye. So, I really do think that my work is haunted. I really do. It's an old building, and, I'm there usually like really early in the morning before anybody else really gets there, and I hear a lot of weird things. So even during the day I've heard some weird things. So I'm going to tell you about a couple of the things that I've heard. So this was probably a couple of years ago. There's like an employee locker room, and picture this. Okay, so there's like the wall with a bunch of employee lockers. There's the middle bay of lockers, and then there's another wall with lockers. So you can't see who's on the wall behind you. And any time of the day, there's going to be a lot of employees in there, like, you know, getting their purses, getting cell phones, things like that, you know. And so I was in there, and I'm on like the far wall, and I'm getting into go in there, start getting stuff out of my purse, and I hear from the other wall, which is divided by the bay lockers in the middle, I hear what sounds like somebody sigh. Like they're having a bad day. I hear like that. And I don't want to pry. I don't want to be nosy and be like, oh, are you okay? You know, because I don't even know who it is. So I thought, okay, I'm going to get my purse, and then when I'm leaving, I'm going to look around the bay just to see who it is, just to, you know, because I was curious. And so finished up what I was doing, and I didn't hear anything else, and so I was going to do my little sneaky plan and see who it was. And the only reason I really cared, because it sounded like the person was really sad, like they were, you know, having a really bad day. Like it wasn't just a normal sigh, it was like like that kind of a sigh, you know, like maybe they'd been crying or something. And so I turned around when I was leaving to be all sly and coy and catch who it was so I could think about it later, and there was nobody there. And there's one door in and out. I can see the door from my locker, and you can hear it. It slams every time anybody enters. Nobody was in there. It was just me. Yeah, that was kind of creepy. So another thing that has happened to me, this was actually just like a month or two ago. It was about 4 or 5 in the morning, and like I said, there's people there 24 hours, but they're different locations. It's a pretty big building. And so I'm walking by a certain area of the building, and I hear a like that, like a cough. And I stopped in my tracks kind of thinking, nobody's around here. And I look around, I kind of look behind a couple things, and nobody was there. Nobody was there. I mean, I know sound can travel, but from where I heard it from, it was just a little area, and there's no way the people would have been way at the other side of the building on this side. There's no way I would have heard it from this side. So that's another thing that's kind of scary. It's another thing oh, and you know, I didn't experience this firsthand, but this is what somebody told me. So back in my little area where I am all the time, I don't want to give away too much, but these two people that work actually overnight, they work a graveyard shift, came over, and I got there about 5 or 6 that morning, and they're like, so have you been working all night over here? And I'm like, no, I just got here. They're like, really? I go, yeah, I just got here. Why? And they said probably a little after midnight, they heard like what sounded like something being dropped on the floor. Like somebody had something really heavy and they dropped it on the floor. They're moving something around, maybe, you know, moving stuff, and they just got too heavy for them, so they dropped. So they all came over, and there's 2 of them. They came over and kind of looked around. They didn't see anybody there. And so they went back to work, went back to what they were doing. They said probably about 2 hours later, they heard the exact same noise. Like somebody had dropped something from like standing height onto the floor. And they came over, and they didn't find anybody. And they thought maybe I was over there working, but I had left or something like that. And I hadn't been there. Nobody was there. There was nothing on the floor. Nothing had been dropped. It's just a big loud thud that they had heard. I'm glad I didn't hear that. That would have freaked me out. Yeah, so there's just a couple of things. Other people have told me other things too that's kind of gave me the willies. I don't get like scared really that bad. I kind of you know, I don't know. I just don't. Maybe if I saw something, I would get scared. But, you know, hearing things doesn't really scare me. Yeah. Today, when I was there, I had to be at work at 5 today. 5 in the morning. And, like, all the lights went out. That's not, like, anything spooky. But it was kind of spooky. So I was standing there and, like, and then the backup lights came on, so for about 2 seconds it was pitch dark. And your mind runs wild when you're in a huge building and everything goes dark. It kind of freaks you out. But, I don't know. I think there's probably... I believe in ghosts. I believe that there's probably ghosts. But that just, you know, those are just a few things that have happened at my work. Nothing's ever really happened at my house. Which might be a shock to some of you if you've ever watched any of the videos I make. I try to play it off as it's being haunted, but I mean, come on, guys, really. I mean, if you've ever watched my paranormal activity video or my real ghost footage, I hope most of you know it's just I was just messing around. Some people have actually commented, oh, that's real. No, they've had like little fights on that one video, but I'll let the cat out of the bag. Yeah, those ones, you guys, I made myself. But today, what I'm telling you about at work, this is true. Like I said, cross my heart, hope to die, stick a needle in my eye. Please don't, but it's just a saying. All right, me, Miss C, signing out. Oh, sorry my videos have just been like, I hate saying vlogs. It's so stupid. Me talking to a camera lately, I don't like the word vlog. It's dumb. But I've got 2 really good ideas. I just need the time to make it. Sweet mother of time, that's all I need. So hopefully, one of these days in my, you know, after work or something, I can find the time to actually sit down and, well, not sit down, run around like a crazy person with the camera and actually edit something that's worth watching. Yeah. So you guys have a good rest of your week. I know most of your Mondays start tomorrow. Mine started today. I'm one ahead of ya. Take that. All right. Me and Miss C signing out. Until next time, keep your nose clean.